Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Ground of Aces. Today's beverage is a fairly standard and in fact quite nostalgic orange squash. So welcome back to the game where previously we were finishing off the hangar, which has some accessibility issues. We also put in the area over here, which is for food storage, which is all good. We placed in some more parking spots because we want to get more planes. And now we're working on the mess hall, which is over here, and hopefully we'll get that done in this episode. So yeah, overall progress is pretty good. I'm trying to install the radio tower as well we've just brought in. Base morale is alright, but it will actually drop a little bit because we will have a failure because of this pending mission. It's a pending mission for a critical assistance run to Chelmsford, 3-star difficulty rating, and well, we need a minimum of 150 transport, and I'm not going to send pretty much all of our planes just to get a failure because it's on a very low percent. You know, I'm not rolling the dice on like under 50%, so I'll happily just fail that one. There's most of the ones that we've attempted in the game, we've got to a higher sort of success chance. Minimum, say 50%, but a lot of them are 75% or above. But yeah, we will fail a couple. Like I say, we've stopped a couple of them from progressing. Yeah, as I said, we finished off the hangar over here, and this is the Handley Page Hampton, which is it's not able to get inside. And I don't know what the solution is. I will have to check up on that one. I don't know if I can do doors. I might build this one here and then try and place the hangar around the outside. I think we'll give that one another go. But that's where we're going to have. I think that one is going to be, let's have a look at the airplane depot. I think it's going to be the de Havilland Flamingo, which has got a good stealthiness rating and a decent transport rating as well. I think it's actually got one of the highest. Oh, well, the Sterling's got a high transport rating, but we're actually working on that as well, which is going to go over here. The problem with the hangar is, well, the hangar requires metal. You don't have any other choice. It's metal, and that's it. So yeah, but the focus is on getting the mess hall because that will actually get us to, most likely, a rating of A for the group for field. Yeah, group B, which is a field. After that, you go to then an air base, and then rating C, B, and then A. I can't fathom that we've only went from C to B, and we have to work all the way down to there. Wow. It's a bit of a task. It is a bit of a task. Right, okay, so I really want to know... I want to know how many more spare slots we have in terms of beds and such, because it would be nice to know. Because I can't clone, and because it takes a lot of resources, I don't really want to get too many more people, because that means more bunks, which means a lot more expansion, which means a huge amount of work for, well, yeah... to build the next thing. We'll have to see. Informed extraction in Leeuwarden, I think. Let's prepare that, and it is requiring stealthiness. Well, the Gladiator would do it. 59%. We could also send over the Defiant, because of course, any other plane that we send over will make it worse. Yes. We'll say the Hurricane. 66% chance. It's going to be the Defiant, isn't it? Yes, and there is another trait. Yeah, 79%. Let's start that. Obviously, we do have training as well, and it probably would be of some benefit to add in some more training for things like mechanics and piloting and navigation and such. This is, by the way, our metal press, which we can now make food rations and bombs. I'm going to say food rations because these store a lot better. You can also make some ammunition as well. I'm happy just bringing them in, like just ordering the ammunition in, because at the moment we're going to like a sort of full-on self-sustaining area. Small troop transport, how small is it? Let's see, it is to Guernsey, and it requires some level of transport. Well, let's just put on the Blenheim. That would be an 85% chance. So if we put on the Page... Where is it? The Page Hampton, that is 83. 83? Yeah, that would be 85. Probably because of the training. 2, 2, and 10. Whereas the Hampton is 2, 2, and 11. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna go off this. I'm gonna go off what the bonus is, and if it's higher, we'll go for that. Right, and we'll see for a second. There it is, whizzing away. Off it goes on our sand runway. I don't know if changing the the runway itself alters like the speed in which they can take off. I think it doesn't. I think it's just a base. It's just the airstrip. Just yeah, the overall numbers. Anyway, let's go to max speed. I was gonna sit and wait to see what the spots were for our crew, but didn't. I was gonna use the term what our crew capacity was, but that's not really what it's like. Anyway, over here you can see we have now finished off the wall. We're now going to go to building, roof, wood, and 288 planks. We only have 10% of that. That's a successful successful small troop transport mission to Guernsey. We successfully picked up the squad and transported them to their destination. We will continue. All right. More planes possible, yes it is, but we haven't finished off any of these because it takes a while to do that. And there is another information. Informant extraction, managed to outmaneuver them and get our way home. So you can see you needed the stealthiness rating to basically get a base rating. You then also needed maneuverability, which we've done, which is increased base confidence and all of that. So good, another successful mission. There is, by the way, our radio tower. Only one needed, requires a siren on the pole, triggers an alarm. Siren on the pole, I do have one, surely. Siren on the pole, yes we do. Thought we did. Yeah, so triggers an alarm 2 hours earlier, which is this here. Okay, good. So they're going to work over there. We don't have any mission for the bricks, but we're probably out of something, which is clay and raw water. Oh no, we have 281 raw water. So is it clay then? Yeah, probably clay. Yeah, it's clay. Okay, well, I do have some clay in the facility. Oh, wait, I'm just going to pause it for a second. Right, I think I have 2 spots. 1 spot free because someone's in the medical bay. So I have 1 space free for beds. Let me change that up. Let me go for barracks, wooden bed. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll also go to HQ, not HQ, crew, hire, labourer, medic, or an engineer. Labourer. There we go. That's fine. Let me look for the clay as well, actually. It's probably best, however, in the day. Oh, heavy fighter interception. Dunkirk Bay, 2-star rating. So you need a fight rating. So naturally, I'm going to aim for probably the Tempest and the Spitfire. 51% chance. We're going to send the Hurricane as well. That's 70% chance. No point in sending, like, the Bomber. Gladiator, maybe? 91%? That'll do me. So maybe it would be best getting another small plane. You know what? I will do that. I will go for runways, airstrip, new, tier 1 planes there. And I'll put the tier 1 planes along here. In fact, I'll put 2 of those in. I'll let them do that. There we go. Because I can get a couple of tier... I can put maybe a Mustang. That would give us a good rating for fighting. And I think stealthiness is really good. 70 to 85. Pretty good. And then we'll have the Flamingo, the Sterling, and the Mustang. In fact, actually, we'll have everything at tier 3. We won't have tier 4s because we don't have a tier 4 runway. I can get a tier 4 runway, however. It means turning all this to concrete. And the problem with that is that having a tier 4 runway will... changing the ground of this means that I probably can't use it. Mission successful for the interception, Dunkirk Bay. Fought a hard battle and was successful. We wiped them out. Okay. Let's go ahead then and get some clay. So we'll say clay and clay. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. For some reason, the zoom's changed. There we go. I think it's when you zoom right out, it seems like you're not going very fast. That's getting done. There's some wheat over there. There's light fighter interception now. There was more clay somewhere. There's sand. So there's clay here. Yeah, we'll do those as well. I have marked them. It doesn't really show easily enough that it is marked. Okay, light fighter interception at Vale. Dedham Vale. And obviously we want something that is... Well, we'll send the Tempest. It can do it. just one Tempest. There we go. Right. So on the go. It's all fine. harvest this. Always harvest the water where possible. So storage is overall, I think, pretty good. We do need another water pump. And I am going to go for building, door. Attempt is successful. That's good. I'm going to place a door in here. Because in here, I'm going to go for walls. Building, walls. And I want to place a wall in here because this is where we're going to have... This is where we're going to have the... This is the mess hall, but we're going to have, say, food prep over here. Yeah. Oh, dangerous recon mission at Dover. Dangerous, which means we probably need maneuverability or fighting as well. So, 99% chance for the Defiant. Send those away. And the problem I have now is that I'm going to max out on victory points. You can cap out at 12. Don't know why. You just can. So, yeah. Let's get another... That's the dangerous recon mission over Dover. Can confirm clear airspace. Everything is fine. Good. Let's go with crew and hire. Recruit. Cook, mechanic, and labourer. Once again, a labourer. To chop down trees, actually. I think. We'll start chopping trees. Well, I need another runway, and realistically, it needs to go. It needs to be a tier... I mean, it needs to be a tier 5. And how can I place a tier 5 runway? It needs to be really in the middle. Because the game, it's in a big circle, so it's in like almost a ball. Which means the more towards the edge, you gain these bits here. See these? Like the edges of the map, they sort of go up. And terraforming, you can only just change the terrain type. You can't alter the height of it. Structure Sabotage in Paris, which requires stealthiness. I could send in the Defiant. Once again, the Defiant. I think the Defiant and the Spitfire are tied for most used planes. Also, victory points have gone down, I think. But we do have a slot here, which is a tier 3 slot now, which means I can get... No, I can't get these. I've got the points for them, but I don't have a tier 3 slot. I can go with the Short Sterling, which is a size 3. Let's request the plane. It's 8 points for that. Oh, and obviously not enough beds. So we'll wait for that to be built. And there it is. Hang on. Oh, now they're getting impressive. I mean, they've just sheared the wing off by going through here. Not almost like the trees are gone. And there's a slight dent in the wing. Look at that. There we go. Now we're talking. That's some serious business right there. Yeah. There it is. Now I'd like some sort of hangar around it, but it's not going to happen. Alright. So, we haven't got any places for them to sleep. I do think another one of these bunks would be, like, barracks would be nice. But we'll have to see. We've got a medium fighter interception at Dover Strait. I'm guessing standard procedure, Spitfire. And the Tempest? Yeah, off the go. So, don't have enough beds, don't have enough chairs. The chairs stuff will be sorted because we're going to place an indoor kitchen. The beds is also underway because of here. So that's fine. And we're telling them to build. Looks like we've got a bit of a problem. We have an attack underway. I will scramble some planes, but most of our planes are actually elsewhere. So I can only scramble a couple. There's another successful mission, and sadly you can only scramble the once. So I can't now scramble the 2 best planes probably for this job. Oh, it's going to be bad. So we've shot down one enemy and damaged another. However, the rest of it is, well, Yeah, they're here. Actually, we're shooting them down fairly well. What have we got here? Like that, the buff has got that. I think that's a success. And another sabotage complete in Paris. Okay. Let them land and crack on. There we go. Alright, well, I've told them to build the roof over here. 112 logs of 288. So they're getting towards halfway. Obviously, there's all listed place as well, which requires logs. So they're sort of they're in the middle of doing it all, really. Yeah, I wanna see what sort of position we can go for when it comes to a runway, a bigger runway. I have a feeling it might have to be over here as well, though, which is... How is that going to work? Do they just taxi through the middle? Potentially. Or could I build it, say, from here onwards? Let's have a quick look. Runways. I'm just going to go, say, back here, because this is as far as I can make it. Airstrip. About there. So it needs to be tier 5 width, which is there. Oh, so actually, it's not really that problematic. I will remove it immediately. We might be able to fit it over here then. Let's see. I'll get it back here as much as possible. So it will be from here. That's as far as I can go with it. So it needs to be tier 5. From there. About there. And there's another delivery. Okay. I don't want a radio tower. I don't want them. Don't need them. Used to train endurance, an exercise bike, bombing simulators, searchlights, or military. Maybe more repair parts. Ammunition's good. Fuel... I think I'll do a standard run. And I am probably going to bring in some... Low caliber ammunition, we don't need any more of that. High caliber would be nice. And the fuel will bring an extra in. And you can see we're going to get extra, like standard stuff in anyway. And... maybe a radial engine? Or maybe do I go with a Vickers machine gun? I'm going to bring in the Vickers. We'll confirm that. Confirm the delivery. And then remove the airstrip that I was building because it was a bit of a test. Because I was in the middle of making it when it did that. Right. So, I need to find out where I can place it. So, from about there. Right. So, about there. So, there's the width. Right. And no. So, there you go. I can't build it any further than that. Because of the ground. So it's not going to go over here, is the answer to that. It needs to be here. That's going to be a bit of a nightmare. But we're just going to accept that this, even though it's graded with the width at tier 5 and tier 4 at the length. Oh no, this could be upgraded to tier 4. That could be fine. We could go for tier 4 there. So we can get the Lancaster, the Mosquito, and the Lysander. Strange that you need... No, you need tier 4. But you don't need a tier 4 to take off, I don't... do you? Do you need tier 4 to take off? I'm not sure. Either way, tier 5 for these other two will be in the middle here. If we get that far, you understand? If we get that far. Let's see if we can build some other stuff. We need to build water pumps, so I'm going to do that. So objects and infrastructure, and then a water pump here. I'll place it just outside the mess hall, really. Is it? Do I have to remove this? Maybe. Oh, you know what? I'll just place it around here. It's close enough. And then the roof's going to be built. And, oh, cancel. Cancel all of this. Cancel all of this. Cancel all of this because it was they were removing it because of me trying to build the runway. Cancel. Don't say they've done the same over here as well. Well, we sort of done the same, but I'm just going to remove it. Cancel all of that. Don't need any of that. Don't do any of that. Anything over here? Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, radar zone crossing. This will require... This is going to Brussels. Rating of 2 for difficulty. However, we'll need stealthiness. So... Yeah, wow. It's only a 50% chance, basically. So 48 if we send the Defiant. If I send the Blenheim, 7%. What a surprise. The Gladiator would be 7%. Hurricane would actually be 18%. A lot of it comes down to training. Yeah, it's coming down... A lot of this is to do with the training. So it's going to be the Defiant. Yeah. Start the mission. It's under 50%. It is what it is. The roof, luckily, will be done shortly. So I'm happy with that. I do need more beds. I can fit in another couple of beds over here. And I'm thinking of putting some more in here as well, and I think I will do that. So, they are slotted in, but you've seen how long it takes to build one building like this. Or do I spend more time building another one of these? It might be worth it, mightn't it? I'll hold off on that for now. Yeah, I'll hold on for now. There's a depot pillage in Rotterdam. And we need some stealthiness for that. So again, anything that's high rating, Gladiator is not going to make it. Hurricane, 35% chance. No, I'm not going to do any of that. I'm not going to send anything that's under 50% or very, very close to it. Certainly not 2% and not 19. No, because, you know, there's just no way I can... You know, sending more does not help. It makes it worse. It goes at the lowest rating. 27% for the Gladiator. 20%. 2%. 35. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna go back on what I said. I said I'm not gonna send them away on the rating, but yeah, let's see how they get on. 35% chance. Bit of a roll of a dice on that one, I must confess, but it is what it is. So, roof is getting built over here, finally. After that, indoor kitchen, tables, chairs. Right, pausing. So, workbenches. Kitchen indoors. Indoor kitchen. Just going to place that here. Like that. And then we want tables and chairs. You see, all this is locked and such. So, yeah. So, it's going to be... I mean, this is probably far too... It is far too large, but at least if I go like that, I know that will work. So I'll put 4 tables in a row. I can do the same again on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. More chairs. Mission failed, sadly. Minus 40% base mood. Wow, for the Defiant. Reduction airplane health by minus 73. That's a big, big reduction in the plane. Look at that. Plane's almost destroyed, and we've got some injuries. Taffy's okay. But sadly... Oh, no. Who's this? This is Jock. 3 of 19 health. So they are under the threshold. They definitely need to go there and get healed up. Which they are. They're in here. Okay. That's fine there. However, the depot pillage to Rotterdam with Hurricane has been successful. 83 required for performance. It was 75 for stealth, and we got 50 points and extra base confidence. I'm also going to go to Airplane Depot And I'm going to get ourselves a Mustang. There we go. Oh, we got this plane as well. There's the Mustang. Excellent. You can change the paint jobs on these, by the way. And it's based on missions. I should probably go through and check those. Should we have a quick check? Yeah. So the Gladiator. Return home 5 times. So, unlock progress for this one. I can go pre-war as well. Let's confirm that. Oh, and I need to paint it. Okay. Unlock progress for the Day Fighter, which is fly 10 missions, but then also return home with under 25% health. This other one here is shoot down planes with it. For the Hurricane, we need to do more... What is it? Successful flight missions and maneuver missions. And for the night one, take part in scrambles, as well as shoot down planes. That's done. The Defiant, I assume we've got that one. No, we haven't. Wow. Successful recon missions and stealth missions. Interesting. The Tempest. Still working on that one. The Spitfire, come on. There's a Malta version. Let's confirm that. And only on 28% progress and 39.1 for the other ones. Scramble, yeah. So let's just progress. Right, mission map. We have a explosive goods transport to RAF Manston. So I will send... I mean, we can send the short Sterling, I think. 99% chance. Well, I hope so. So it's here. See all the crew. See, that's really impressive. There's the crew just all runs over there. I'm trying to catch up with it. And here we go. Goes there and heads off. I don't know if it'd be best if to change the direction of takeoff and landing. I think it might be. Should be going the other way. Off it goes. I can't change direction because it's currently in use, I think. Let's wait until that machine's gone. There we go. Change direction. Good. For here, we will put in the other transport plane. So we'll see. Low food, low water supply. Because everyone's just taking loads of that. Right, okay. Well, I'll build the kitchen and I'll get that going. Sadly, the distance is quite far, but it is what it is. We have now... nothing to click on. Okay, hang on. There's another mission there. There it is. Urgent Sky Squadron Support over Dover. Combined Forces of Fight. Tempest. Spitty. That'll do me. And then this is going to be done, and that will be our new mess hall. The Explosive Goods Transport mission is done. Look at all the crew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that what, 7 crew? It's done. And any second, we will get the mess hall completed. We've now been given tables and chairs and all sorts. Let me guess. It'll probably be now... Oh, graduate from Field B to Field A. We need to own another airstrip. Have parking spots and a T3 airstrip and an electronics workbench. Okay. Meals. Let me say produce meals, which is food and raw water. I've got the same over here. That metal workbench, I should have set that going. Let's check the other one. Metal. Produce until we have loads. Always produce. Just say that. So it's produce until we have 30 metal. Just gonna say build. Just build me metal. I don't want to put it on repeat. I want you to set. Yeah, just set to maxing out. Right. Okay. This is the problem now, isn't it? So we need to build another airstrip. Now it would be very, very easy to put in a tier 1 airstrip. Like say here. Hang on. I could just go tier 1, tier 1. Tier 1. That would actually work, right? You could easily do that. I'm not going to. Do I work? Do I just accept that I'm going to have to make a tier 5 airstrip at some point? If I get it built now, future me doesn't have to deal with it. I can't believe I'm contemplating this. What I'll do, I'll make sure I've got enough space over here. Right? So if we were to say build that here, it needs to come, say, that's where the big planes are going to be. I say big planes, you can have that and then you can have a couple of these in. What's actually wider? There and there. Right. I want it so we can get at least 3 of these in a row. And 2 of these. Right, so I want it about here. So it's a new airstrip. I'm going to start. This is not good. From here. So that's the width right there. And we don't need anything over tier 5. I need the width to be tier 5. The length there is minimum. So it needs to be a minimum of 200 meters length. And it needs to be 200 meters length. 26 meters width. And the ground doesn't really matter because I can change it. It's that. And I can change it to tarmac if I really wanted. We are building a tier 5 airstrip. The game is not asking me to build a tier 5 airstrip, but I'm going to set it going. And we'll close that. So, that's now underway. Good. What else do we need? Well, again, I probably need some more cooks, I think. Let's go with another workbench, another indoor kitchen. Like that. But I need an area for people as well. I mean, there's space around here. There's lots of space around here. And that wouldn't be too bad because they can scramble to these planes. That's actually what I'm going to do. But I need to make this again. What was the width of it? I mean, this isn't perfect, by the way. This isn't like, oh, this is the model we're going to copy. But it's just, it happens to be fine. And I do stress fine. It's the best I can really go for. So it is a footprint of 16 by 8. So around here. Building. Floor. So it's there. And there. $16 by 8. So I can have multiples of these in. There's the flooring. And I'm going to preemptively say that's where the other one's going to go as well. But I'll just make 2 slots for now. That'll do. We do have another pending mission, which is Squadron Support, difficulty rating of 1. I really want to just send the Gladiator on its own. No, that's not going to happen. Aborted that mission quickly, didn't I? Let's just send the Spitfire and the Tempest. Yeah, there you go. Off they go. Oh, there you go. Look, painted this plane as well. Nice. I didn't even check, by the way, whether or not I could paint this one. Yeah, fly 15 missions in the sea or coast. I guess you could aim to do these, like to get the ones here. It would be nice if you could pin them somehow, so when you're doing your missions, you could do it that way. But yeah, don't know if there is a way. I don't think there is. But I think it's just a case of just in general, you play and you'll get them. Runway incomplete. Yes, I have changed to tarmac. So tarmac needs stone. I think it said about 600 stone. 568 stone. That's it, just under 600. We've got 800 odd, and we need concrete. I have 5. Right, let's sort that out. Because that's a problem. Concrete. That's bricks. Where's concrete again? Cement mixer. Concrete. More concrete needed. More workbench needed, actually. Cement mixer. I don't know why here has just become the default location for everything. It just has. It's not a problem, per se. And what you need for cement? You need warm water. Raw water, I think. Yes, and sand. And I've got that. We've got that in abundance. That's fine. Although purified water, I don't know. Harvest there. Harvest there. Harvest. Look at all this to be cut down. Right, we'll see. So I am really hoping that that doesn't look much wider. It is a little bit wider. Obviously, it is because the rating is different. But yeah, I am hoping that we can. We also need sand, don't we? I'm hoping we get that done, that airstrip, and that it is a future-proof airstrip. What I mean by that is that water over there? It is. What I mean by that is when we get later on into the game, if we get that far, you understand. I'm hoping it's a case of the game will say, hey, you need a tier 5 airstrip or tier 4 airstrip, and it'll automatically tick it off. It has done here, so I have no reason to think that it won't. Successful mission there at squadron support at High Weald, and ground threat successfully eliminated. A squad is safe and can advance. On our own territory? Interesting. Let's go with airplane depot and the de Havilland Flamingo and request the plane. And there it is. More plane. Sadly, not enough beds. Behind enemy lines drop in. Ooh, that's getting quite far into France here. So we need transport. Well, actually, de Havilland Flamingo can do that on its own. Welcome to generic airfield, where you turn up and the missions are pretty much done. Yeah, you can see I've not focused at all on building the hangars. I don't see them to be of huge benefit at this stage. I did say prioritize this, by the way, but it just did that tile. So I have a feeling that the game is going to be they're going to spend a lot of time on over here. Okay. Let's just repeat that. That mission's successful. Mission isn't compromised. Weren't detected and managed to get back. That's a drop, which is all good. What are the other colour schemes we can get for this? Day fighter and night fighter. There you go. Clear sky recon mission. At South Downs. Recon. Where's it defined? Oh, the Flamingo's actually really good for it as well. Oh, there you go. You're paying for yourself, definitely. Off they go. Yep, they pay for themselves a lot. Okay, good. Right. Well, what I need to do, I think, is prioritize building more training. Because when the pilots are sitting around, we can have them instead on training. And obviously, naturally, that would give us for the successful mission. Clear sky recon mission, South Downs, recon successful. Good. Yeah, when we've got oh, look at that. This is where we've got the machine gun, but it has a facing. Interesting. Okay. Much prefer the Bofors then. Well, I'll put it there, why not? Yeah, so what I was saying. Yes, the training would be useful to have more places for training, because obviously the ground crew, with the best will in the world, have always got something to do. The pilots, they're either in the air doing the thing, or they're on the ground waiting to do the thing. And if they're in the ground doing the thing, naturally we want them to be productive. Obviously they can relax and stuff, but all that's in the schedule. But it would be nice to have more training. Now the question is, do I build more training here, or do I wait for our next delivery, in which case I can put in things like, yes, extra training. I think this training would be better. So navigate the Navi trainer, the turret trainer, all of these trainers here. But bringing in those would hopefully be better for us. I think that's what we're going to do. But we are going to leave it there for now. That has been a bit more of ground of aces. Started a monumental construction in the form of this airstrip. It's going to be tier 5 across the board. That's going to be probably the last airstrip that we make unless it requires us to build more than 3, which it probably will. Officer hostage mission rescue. We've tried that before and it didn't work. We need maneuverability. Well, the Gloucester Gladiator is good. And the Spitfire is good. See all the train crew on here as well. Some of them are not. Spitfire 91%. Send the Flamingo! No, definitely not. Let's send them. Okay, so we'll send those. But yeah, we are building the airstrip. That is like... It is the goal, because it's to graduate from Field B to Field A. That is the goal. We need to get that done. But that's on the side project there. Obviously, we need to produce other things. Unassigned defense stations. Sorry, I'll just assign someone to that. There we go. And our goal as well is to build around here. This is where we're going to have some more barracks for a lot of the crew, because we've got so many planes. I still don't know what to do about that on the outside. We'll have to see. Yeah, but we'll work on that. Oh, submarine hunt. Okay. All right. Have we done one of these before? Send. What can I send? Anything with a good rating for bombs. So the short Sterling is 51%. The Blenheim takes it 75%. Page Hampton 91%. Okay. And just because we can, Tempest can make it a 99% mission. It's going to look impressive. 1. Oh, there's the mission for Dunkirk. Got him out and returned them successfully. 1 plane, 2 plane, 3 planes. Off they go. Brilliant. Right, yes, we're going to leave it there for now. That has been a bit more of Ground of Aces. Next episode, we will continue, and I stress continue rather than not finish. I can't promise that, over here for this airstrip. It's a lot of work. We will also get some more training, I think. We'll bring that in via the truck from our HQ for the shipment. And then probably look at over here, which is going to be some, like, say, more sort of barracks and such. Yeah. Let's see how we get on. Let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, we will go from there. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. And generic partings.